Welcome back, everybody. I'm Sly.
I'm Suey.
And we're going on a road trip.
God help us.
So today we're leaving Oklahoma and we're going to end up in Florida.
Yeah.
This should be a fun ride.
Yeah.
And you're going with us. So stick around.
Have fun.
All right, gang, we made it to Memphis. So we're going to spend the first night in Memphis and then tomorrow on to Tallahassee. So we'll check back in with you tomorrow. Stay tuned. Well, today is day 2, and we are going from Memphis, Tennessee, through Mississippi, through Alabama, into Florida. And tomorrow we get to hit Florida. But today we've got 8 hours of driving. So we're going to have to take a few stops, a few rests, and we'll see you on the other side. It's day 3. We are in sunny Florida. As you can see the palm tree behind me. Hello, palm tree. Today we are making the drive from Tallahassee down to Miami. And we may have a few stops along the way. And I'm taking you with me. So I made it to Miami, Florida. And guess where I am? The Christmas room. And guess who's here? It's Mr. Peter Gregg himself. Is this not too cool?
I am in the Christmas room right now with Sly from Oklahoma, and we're in Miami, Florida, and she just shocked the heck out of me. She came for lunch. I mean, I'm just right down the block, you know. Just come on over for lunch, Sly. You can have whatever you want. So she ordered steak, lobster, prime rib, and then she said, and what do you want, Peter? I said, I want a fish fillet from McDonald's.
He did cook for about 6 people. I'm not really sure who he was supposed to be feeding, but yeah, he did cook for about 6 people. So he'll have lots of leftovers.
We had a nice lunch.
Food. Yes.
And everything went really, really well. I did cook for her. I didn't know if Uncle G was going to come. I didn't know if her daughter, the wonderful worldwide singer, was going to come, or the best grandson in the whole wide world. So I made a few extra, 200-300 hamburgers, that type of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
So anyway, I'm so happy she came down.
This big.
They
were like the hugest hamburgers I've ever seen.
They were that big. They were that big.
So, but this is on our journey.
Wait, the president's calling me. Oh.
So in a minute, Mr. Camera Junkie himself is coming over and to see all of us, and we're just going to kind of shoot the breeze for a little bit and say hi to him and Aiden, and so he'll be joining us here in just a little bit. So anyway, it's Mr. Camera Junkie himself.
Yes.
Yay.
And Aiden.
And Aiden. The star of the show, Aiden.
Aiden is my favorite.
So they stopped by to say hey.
Yeah. I'm so excited to have the opportunity to actually get here in time to partake and say hello to Sly, and once again to say hi to Peter. But it was a very close call and time crunch, but I'm really happy that I got the opportunity to be here.
So that is so cool. So
good to see you guys.
We're going to let him get on his way.
This is the new Miami crew. South Florida, okay? You're kind of Miami, but you know.
And this guy over here, in case you missed it, this is Mr. Peter Gregg himself.
Oh, hi. We're gonna go get ice cream.
We're gonna go get ice cream.
Kind of like my birthday type thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, and I feel like I'm the recipient of. It's like it's my birthday. This is too cool.
You can stop bouncing the camera around. Hi.
I think it has one of those stabilizer things. Okay.
Yep.
Anyway, Lewis,
yes.
It was really good to meet you.
Likewise, I'm so glad, and I can't wait to speak to you in the future and actually know that, we got to hang out, even if it was for a short time.
Yeah. So we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye, everyone.
It's exciting times. The YouTubers are getting together.
Yeah.
We're going to make a force out there to be reckoned with. In the meantime, We're going to have ice cream or something special.
Yeah, I think we're going to go for some ice cream and celebrate Peter's birthday.
Thank you for coming, Sly. That was
tomorrow
wonderful.
we're going to head north and I think pick up the kayak on Friday. So that'll be cool. So
there we go.
Happy birthday, Mr. Gregg.
Thank you. Wait, did you see what she brought me? Let me show you. She brought me a little puppy dog. That is the cutest thing you ever wanted to see. It even flaps its ears. If I can find its button. Oh my God!
Lean your ear this way. Don't you tell a single soul what I'm going to say. Christmas Eve is coming.
Leave it to Sly. Leave it to Sly. Okay. Thanks, Sly. Thank you for coming and seeing me in the Christmas room.
Yeah, always a pleasure.
I appreciate you so much. Take care. God bless.
Catch you tomorrow. So last day in Florida, we are headed to Georgia, and as you can see behind me, isn't that the coolest looking thing ever? That is the Hard Rock Casino and Hotel. Am I pointing to it? I think I am. Okay. It's still under construction. We just went over there and won a little bit of money, so that was good. But anyway, now we are headed out of Florida to Valdosta, Georgia. So
I'm still
Suey.
with her. She didn't drop me off.
She's still here, although
We
she
had
did
some
want to go on an airboat ride, and I was considering leaving her in the Everglades. But yes, she's still with me. So we will check back once we get to Georgia.
Hi.
We are in the beautiful state of Georgia. We're about an hour away from picking up the kayak. And we just thought we'd check in and say, good morning.
Good morning.
So,
We've seen a lot of freeways, turnpikes.
lot of road time.
Yeah, a lot.
So we will check back in with you when we pull up to the kayak. See you in a bit. So we just got here. Here's the kayak. I'm so excited. Okay, so we're gonna load her up into my truck. My truck.
Yeah.
There's Suey over there. Hi,
I'm
Suey.
tired.
So isn't it cool? Okay. So we're gonna load her up, and I'll check back in with you after we get her loaded up, strapped down, and we'll get on our way to Mississippi. See you in a minute.
Anything left? Anything?
All right, we got it loaded up amidst some sweat and a few tears maybe, and got everything in there, ready to go. Got the flag, so we're legal. And I'm going to say goodbye to the nice folks from Georgia, and we're going to head to Mississippi. So we will catch you tomorrow. Well, good morning, everybody. It is Saturday morning, and I am in Fulton, Mississippi. We were headed back to Oklahoma today. So they had a pretty good rain last night, and I just want to kind of check and make sure that the truck's not flooded. Which it looks all right. A little bit of water on the tailgate, but the inside there, inside looks all right. Everything still looks. I don't know if you can see it or not. Doesn't look like it looks like it got a little rained on, but doesn't look like it hurt any. It is a boat after all. So we are going to head back on the road this morning, and we'll be back in Oklahoma by this evening. So if anything else happens, I'll be sure and let you know. So we're in the car, stopped to get gas, heading home. Yay! Kind of excited about that. It has been a fantastic trip though. We got to see Peter Gregg for his birthday. If you don't know who I'm talking about, check out his site. He's got 3 sites. He's got Peter Gregg Live, which is kind of a more intimate, fun site. He's got, I think, just Peter Gregg, which is a photography site. And then he's got Peter's Kitchen, which is where he cooks, and he's a fantastic cook, and he actually made me lunch. So that was an amazing amount of fun. And then I got to see Mr. Camera Junkie, and that was just amazing. And then we went up north and bought a kayak in, I'm trying to think, Georgia, and those were some delightful people. As we've kind of traveled on into Alabama and Mississippi, I gotta say, I love their accents. It is just amazing. So we are leaving Mississippi and headed home today. Yay! Kayak in the back and some wonderful memories. So you ready to be home?
Yes, I am.
She's still with me. Haven't set her out yet, but it was touch and go yesterday. So we'll check in with you again. So Peter, I think that's a Tesla, yeah? Let me get up here beside of it. It's kind of pretty. Kind of small. I don't know which one it is, but you probably do. Kind of got cool door handles. So I made it back home to Oklahoma, and I wanted to show you what the trip to Georgia was all about. So I've got her cleaned up, and I got some accessories put on her. And sorry, this is a Radar 115, which means it's 11.5 feet long. And I picked up the paddle in Florida on a little side trip that we didn't know we were going to take. But guy gave me a really good deal for going so far out of the way. But this thing has a really, I don't know if you can tell or not in the dark, but it's got a really defined keel, so it should track through the water a little bit better than my old one. And I put some mounts on it for the cameras and fishing rod holder and what have you. But it's got 2 hatches. The front one is for let me see if I get this right. The front one is for a motor. You can buy it to put a motor in there. And you just pop these off. And this comes out, and then you can drop a motor right in there. Or you can put a fish transducer on the bottom of this thing and put your battery and everything in there. So either way. This one is for a pedal drive, and you take these 3 screws out, and I don't think I'm ready for a pedal drive yet, but for future. And then of course you've got your hatch back here for your little phone or just things you want quick access to that you don't really want to get wet. And it's got the good seat. So many of the kayaks don't have the Air Pro Max seat, and this was really kind of the driving force of Georgia, was because this kayak had the Air Pro Max seat. So you can put a rudder on it. It's got some little places here to hook up the rudder if you want to put a rudder on it, and then your standard well back in the back, a rod holder, or actually that's gonna be for my net, but and then if you want to put a rudder on it, you would put it on the back here. So that's it. That's what all the hoopla was about, going to Georgia to pick this thing up. They're kind of few and far between, hard to find, and it was the color I wanted. It was just everything I wanted. The price was right. The folks I got it from were just amazingly nice people. And she's home, and she's been cleaned up, and there we have it. So So that about wraps it up for my Florida trip. Don't know where we'll head to next. Hopefully we'll get to go somewhere before springtime hits and we can go back kayaking. It gets pretty cold in Oklahoma, and as often as I turn over, I think I want to wait until it warms up just a little bit. I want to give a huge shout out to Mr. Peter Gregg. Thank you so much for allowing me to come to your home, making me lunch, and happy birthday again. And to Mr. Camera Junkie, thanks for driving down and stopping by to say hey and let me meet your son. That was awesome. I'd already dropped Suey off, so she said tell everybody goodbye. She had a good time, and we'll see you on the next trip. Later.